Hello, I'm Jeremy Ford. I'm going to be painting 4 seasonal landscapes in pastel. The first one is spring, and I've got my paper on my board, so I'm ready to go. I'm going to just do some initial drawing with a pale grey colour to divide the land from the sky. And now I've got a mid to pale blue, and I'm going to break this in half and just use part of the pastel. And using the pastel sideways on, not pressing too hard, sideways on over the sky area, moving it around in different directions. And then using my finger, blending this in all different directions. And a little bit more, just to fill in all those little gaps in the paper. This is a light grey pastel matte paper. It's a wonderful soft paper, specifically for pastels, and it grips the pastel really well, minimising dust. Now I'm going to add a little bit of white to that, so making the sky a little bit lighter lower down and bringing in a few clouds. Again using the side of the pastel and maybe the tip here and there. And just work that in a bit. And you can either use your finger for doing this, or if you prefer, you could use a pastel shaper, which is just a plastic implement which does the same thing. Across the left-hand side here, there's going to be a big tree, and I'm just going to lift off some of the pastel so that the next colour I put on will take more easily. And to do that, I can use a brush, either of these two brushes, about here. And now with a light grey, we've got the tree across the left-hand side here. Different greys, perhaps a variety of greys, and some pale green. And dark grey. And black. Now I'd like to soften some of the pastel, but my finger will be a little bit clumsy for doing this. I'm in danger of smudging the edge of the tree, and I want to keep the hard edge of this tree. So I'll use the pastel shaper to soften the pastel, to work it into the paper. And then work the pastel shaper over that area. Now I'll take that tape off, which should reveal a straight line for the sea. But I'll use that tape and put it on the sky for the sea. So very carefully putting it right on the horizon, and then get my sea colour I'll start off with this one. It will probably be a little bit bright, this colour, but I can tone it down later on with some grey. Greys are very useful, I find, for neutralising very bright, vivid colours. So if this is too powerful or too bright, a little bit of grey worked over the top will help. So we've got the direction of the sea there, straight on the horizon. And angled down on the left. And I'll work a little bit of grey over the top of that. Slightly paler blue as we come into the shallows, and paler still. Slightly darker grey. And peel the tape off, hopefully revealing a straightish line.